Y'all, it is me, Stop, Drop, and Roll On, and I am checking in. Where have I been? Some everywhere. I started, every year, I go on I take a break, okay? I take a break as much as I can from social media. I take a break from what I'm doing on the regular. Um, I just get out, I get away because I have to. It's not, like I took a day here and a day there. I mean, it is like for real for me, like total decompression. And it is necessary as far as I'm concerned for my life. Usually it starts about the same time, about a couple months before the fall sets in. But this year, and I get contemplative, and basically what I end up doing is I'm thinking about where I am in my life, what's working, what's not working, about decisions that I have made over the course of the years, decisions that I need to make for the upcoming time, and stuff like that. I mean, that's just it. That's my tradition. It's been what I do, and I have been doing it for several years now. This year, for some reason, all of this started in 2013. And I know what the reasons are, but, I don't need to go all off into all of that. It's just that I will say this one thing. A pastor that I listen to, yes, I read my Bible, but I also am fed by other sources as well. And I'm just like any other Christian, that sometimes, you might bite a piece of watermelon, and this is a metaphor, and then to spit the seed out, okay? What is not beneficial or whatever. Everything that comes out of any one person's mouth, including mine, is not always going to resound or in your, work for you or be what you need to hear or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying without me getting off on a rabbit trail. So anyway, this started in 2013. Me just kind of evaluating stuff, like seriously, not a cursory look, like really looking at stuff. And I started looking at conversations that I was having, information that I had been asked, and the responses that I had given. Yes, I do pay attention to that type of stuff because what I do for a living necessitates it. It makes me have to be aware of what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And because I never know when what I said or what I did is going to come back and be something that I have to justify. Basically, that's it in a nutshell. And so what I started thinking about this, and I was like, boy, I just feel like I want to sprint, but I can't sprint on a emotional level, on a financial level, on a physical level, on on a relationship level. I want to sprint, but I feel like I'm being held back to not even a slow jog, almost like what my grandmother used to call sauntering. You just sauntering around here and you can't, And so sauntering means you just moving slow and piddling, okay? And so I felt like I was at a piddle when I should have been sprinting. And so I'm serious about this. This is for real for me, because if I don't evaluate the things in my life, then what I end up doing is just keep on walking in these same circles, looking at the same trees, just disguised in a different way. I mean, that's just the way that I look at things. And so I started just playing stuff back and seeing, okay, you respecting this person. Are they respecting you? You doing this? Is this coming back? And you prayed about this, but what is it that you're doing that's preventing this particular thing that you're praying about from manifesting itself? Not looking at other people. I mean, this is all about my behaviors and my reactions and responses. Because I have said before, I don't have the capacity to change other people. I only have the capacity to change myself to the point, and I'm adding this in here, that I'm willing to listen to God tell me what I need to do. When he shines the light on me and tells me, you know, you do such and such, or you say such and such, or you da-da-da-da-da in this area, and you need to cut that off. It's about me. And so when my actions change, then it goes without saying that my environment will change. This will change and that will change. And so my thing is, people, you know, have a tendency to take stuff personal, and that I have no control over, because I just assume that when you start progressing, or you're looking at wanting to progress, that you kind of like do the same thing. I don't know if that's true or not. Tomorrow, so that's what I've been doing. It started in 2013. It didn't start a couple of months ago. And I have been systematically paying attention and watching. I don't need, you know, don't be getting, you know, people that know me know that I'm not a calculative person. I don't do things like that. But when I do something, it is for a reason. And if you want to know what it's for, you can ask me. If you don't, then that's fine too, because it doesn't mean that my mandate doesn't remain the same, that the outcome, meaning me doing what I need to do to change, is not going to occur. You know, the only thing that's going to change that is if the Lord put a break on it, okay? And it hasn't happened yet. Tomorrow is my last day at my current employ. I'm working out my notice. I have been working out my notice. While I was away, when I came back, and honestly, this time when I went away by myself. Pierre stayed behind and, you know, held the house down and everything. And I just actually was able to just get away and focus on what needed to be focused on. And I'm grateful and thankful for that. This job that I am going to be embarking on is the answer to a prayer. This started last May, and it is now September. And the process has been something else. I have had to dig up information because, like I told you, I have had to go through some security clearances. And I mean, everything from stepfather names. Yes, my upbringing has not been perfect, so I do have some stepfathers. You know, you know what that necessitates. I'm not going no deeper than that, but I have even been blessed in that. Let me see. Everywhere I done lived, any name that I've ever used, where I went to school at, financial history, credit history, just name something. I have been down to the jail so much doing fingerprints that the lady down there is now giving me the side eye, because she's looking like, you got to be selling these things. And I'm not, I'm just doing, you know, and all of the stuff is time sensitive. It has to be where it needs to be at a certain time, or else you get disqualified and you have to start the process again. So tomorrow, I said all that to say what I'm going into is the answer to yet another prayer. When I'm leaving, I have accomplished my goal. I came, at first I thought that there was an issue, and I learned a valuable lesson where I'm at now, is that people will allow you to think that a situation is your problem, when in all reality, it's not your problem. They'll allow you to feel that way until you kind of like step back and say, is this me or is this something else? And then I just started praying to God, and I was like, you know what, God, I know how old I am, and I don't think I'm at the point where my brain is not willing or learning or able to process stuff. So what's going on here? And he revealed yet again. He does stuff like that. I've got my 5 miles in this morning. I have been working out, but it has not been consistent. Now it is getting ready to be consistent because I got something else deposited in my spirit this morning, and I am telling y'all, I will share it when I can. But I'm just saying, water wise, this thing is 2.2 liters. And it was full when I started my workout. This is how much I have left. And I will drink another one of these. That is my goal, is to drink 2 of these a day. Yeah. And I did it. So I know it can be done. And so I will be emptying this out into me. And then, you know, doing another one. My phone had been acting up. And I hadn't been able to make videos even if I wanted to. But for some reason now it wants to be cooperative. Probably I needed to be quiet and not. I just need to be quiet. I will keep y'all posted. I will be checking in on the regular now about, you know, what's going on with me and all this kind of stuff. But thank everybody for that checked in on me to see what was going on and tell me to get on back in here. And I appreciate it. And I'm going to hush my mouth because I got to get desalted and I got to get ready for my day. I know how to behave even when I'm leaving. You still give people 100% until you not doing it no more. That's where I'm from, and that's what the Word of God says. We supposed to work like we working under Him. Okay. So anywho, y'all have a good day. Move your meat. Do what you need to do to get yourself where you are needing to be at. I will talk to y'all later.